Dragon Ball, horror, kaiju, and more. Steven's Toy Reviews.
Hello there, collectors. It's going to be Steven here, and happy Friday to you. Today we have an unboxing. Yes, another SH Monster Arts unboxing. It's a good time to be a Godzilla fan. And today we are taking a quick look, first impression review, if you will, and an unboxing of the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1991 Shinjuku Decisive Battle. Mouthful. Let me give you a quick rundown here. In a majority of the Heisei era Godzilla movies, they have obviously a defined year for how the suit looks. Sometimes they used two suits in a movie. That goes with like the water scenes when we have like Toho's pool, not the JAV kind. They would use like a suit from the previous year because they only had to shoot from like the waist up and they could get away with that. Whereas where Godzilla would be on land, that's where we have the definitive look for that particular movie. For Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah 1991, there are two distinct suits and looks for Godzilla, if I'm speaking correctly. One is going to be Hokkaido, where he is fighting King Ghidorah, and one is going to be Shinjuku, where he's fighting Mecha King Ghidorah, and this piece is meant to be a complementary piece to the previously released earlier this year Shinjuku Decisive Battle Mecha King Ghidorah. Mouthful. I know, long explanation, but there are some folks who are kind of like, why is this the way it is? There you go. Also, brand new sculpt from the Godzilla 1989, the Biogoji suit. So, a whole new figure, clocks in at about $90 to $100, depending on where you pick this one up, through US distribution, and hopefully it will be getting to the US at the end of this month. I did happen to import mine. I paid, I think it was $85. So I suppose that's another story for another day, but nevertheless, all right, 360 spin view of the box is done. Here is a look at the front of the box where, yes, we do have the claw slash design of the box, but we actually have a pretty neat edited picture of the prototype here on the front. Nice smoky background, and Godzilla's, doing his Godzilla thing, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So that's neat. The top and bottom and the sides of the box are pretty much standard, with Godzilla looking around in different directions and promo pics and so forth, with the back of the box and all that good stuff. It mentions that Yuji Sakai worked on this one, and realistically speaking, the box is pretty straightforward. If you do pick this up through US distribution, it will have a Bandai Namco Toys and Collectibles America sticker, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and sync up everything, and there we go. Now, before we really get into the meat and the potatoes, I do want to give a quick shout out to not necessarily a new retailer, if you will, but one that's starting to gain a little bit more traction. I've covered them before in a video, Beast of the East Collectibles. They're pretty cool. They've been at particular conventions over the summers that are related to kaiju, including the big one that is held in the Chicago Rosemont area. And what I will say is, they are pretty cool because when it comes to movie monster series stuff, the vinyls, they will have new releases at conventions for $35. You basically are going to be paying that, or even maybe a little bit more, if you import one movie monster series figure. And even the more popular things that may come out at the time, they're basically charging the same price. Compared to some of the other dealers that are at some of these conventions, I've seen the prices myself. I've even commented on that in different social media outlets. They have pretty much the best prices that I've seen. They're really cool. And they are carrying Tamashii Nations products. I know that they had some long out of production stuff at the last convention I was at where they were. I'm intentionally not name dropping. However, it does seem like Kaiju event. It happens in June, I believe, or July, one of the two. I don't even remember. Anyway, long out of production stuff. They had it for pretty much retail, and they have recently opened up a website. So check them out. Link will be in the description. I'm not getting any kickback from it. Just want to give them a good shout out for a community resource. And if anything, I don't know, tell them Steven sent you. So anyway, they're cool. First impression unboxing here. This isn't reflective of them because I've already seen some interesting things related to our Godzilla 91 here. I've been tweeting out quite a few things related to this guy. So, I don't know. What I will say is, from the pictures that I've seen so far, he doesn't look bad, per se. It just doesn't necessarily look... I'm seeing something down on the feet. Doesn't necessarily look like he's worth MSRP. So do we have any tape? We do not. All right, so I can put my knife away. Knife safety, kids. All right. So it's time for the game, folks. It's time for the game. Pause the video. Comment down below what you think may or may not pop off of Godzilla. As a matter of fact, I posted in the community tab. I do that. Here's a poll of what everyone who voted thought. Okay? Are we ready? A little bit of a drum roll. Let's go ahead and open them up. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. Okay. All right, nothing came with it. We're good so far. Okay. What? 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 Are you? Oh, no way. Are you shitting me? It's the arm. It's an arm. Have I had an arm before? Come on. Really? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Well, nothing else popped off. I don't know. You take what you get, I suppose. Your arm popped off. Oh, that's great. Come on, focus in. Focus in. Come on, focus in. Focus in. Come on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, arm popped off. Which, okay. Listen. Listen. I'm going to show you how much of a non-issue this can be. Okay. All right. Boom. Fixed it. I took care of it. But let me put this into perspective. Not everyone is involved in the different kaiju collecting communities, right? And not everyone is savvy enough to know how to take care of action figure joints. So the way that I look at it is, sure, you watching the video, you're like, Steven's making a big deal of it. Who cares? It's just a ball joint popping in. First and foremost, I just opened up the Haya Burning Godzilla 2019. No issues. Second, if you don't know how to take care of stuff just because it's your first one, you're new to it. Okay. You're new to it. You just wasted $90 because you don't know what to do. So it's effectively broken. And it's $90. It popped out in the box. Come on. We can do a little better. All right. So, here are some things that I'm noticing just in regards to the paint out of the box. One of the big issues that I have seen, that's been relatively consistent, is the eyes. So we're here more than a decade later, and the eyes are still a problem. Mine are fine, I will say. Wow, mark the calendar, right? I got 2 firsts. Wow, so we have an arm pop off, which I don't think happened before, and my eyes look good. Wow. Okay, so what happens when they do SH MonsterArts Godzillas is this top portion of the jaw, that is actually something that plugs in to the head sculpt, and the eye decals or the paint applications, those are printed there, and then it gets plugged in. So when it comes to that, that's how it gets a little cattywampus. Okay, so some folks, terrible, like it's aligned very poorly. Something else that I will note that I'm seeing is we have basically just dipped nails here, and we actually have shading here, and then we have a chip here, despite the fact. And then once again, we have similar paint apps for the left and the right. Hopefully shadow's not blocking that. Well, okay, I take that back. We have better shading over here than we do here. So we have inconsistent paint apps. And then also we'll notice that we do have gray dry brushing here, and it stops down there. So, okay. Paint isn't all that great on this guy so far. Articulation, I need to put him through his... That's what I was afraid of. Are you... Okay. Help if I focused in. All right, so I will say for the sculpted details, it's not necessarily what my camera doesn't want to, whatever, roll the ending. The sculpted details aren't necessarily what I thought they would be in terms of quality. It actually is a little better, but I'm noticing a few things here, and the tail popped off. All right, hold on. See, look, I wish I would have, yeah, the tail actually was not kept together. Okay, let's go back to it. All right, here's the ending. Yep, once again. So yeah, I don't know. This is very lukewarm. I don't know here. I have a feeling that maybe I need to give it a little bit more TLC, but initial first impressions out the box, not necessarily as bad as I thought it was going to be from where the problem areas I thought would be, but I gotta sit with it. Thank you so much for watching. I've got plenty of fun stuff coming up this weekend. I did get the MonsterArts Iris as well, and I do have the Titanic Creations Gorgo, so stick around for that. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, check out Beast of the East Collectibles. They're great folks. Check them out. I even have a video of one of their displays up I will link to, and I will catch you in the next video.